Hey guys. Hey, welcome to the Checkpoint. I'm your co-host Ryan, the Rugged Nerd Marshall, and with me always this
Mike
guy.
One Way Spinach. Woo!
And this is the what the Switch?
What
What
the
the
switch?
Switch?
What the
Episode 3
switch?
of the Checkpoint. But first, a little recap of last week. We're trying this thing out where we do a favorite topic that we start the show off with, and last week was our favorite sequel. Mine was Mass Effect 2. Mike, what was yours?
Suikoden
Okay.
2. I couldn't remember.
You're right.
Me.
That's what it was. You're right. So those are our favorite sequels. But we talked about those last week, so if you want to hear what we said, check out the episode. This week is our favorite MMOs, and this is Mike's song and dance, so I'll let him start it off.
Man, this is a difficult topic to choose. I played a lot of MMOs in my day. So I think I settled on Final Fantasy 11 because it was the first game to kind of expand out into these different job classes where you could sort of change your role. Well, I won't say it was the first one, but it was a good one that you could kind of expand your role. You could kind of be anything. You could change your class. You could, the game wasn't, very one-dimensional as far as your character was concerned. You could go do whatever you wanted, and that was a really cool part of it for me. I got to do a lot of different things.
Absolutely. That's a good
And then
one.
it was Final Fantasy, and I love Final Fantasy. It's one of my favorite series. Not my favorite series that was talked about in a different episode, but one of my favorite series.
Yes.
So it kind of falls right in line with me.
I played.
What was yours?
Well,
I
before
know,
I get to
I know
mine,
you
I
did some
played,
MMOs in your day.
I played a couple MMOs. Got a couple under my belt. I played 11 on the 360, and I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good. This isn't mine, but it's almost mine. It's actually 14, Final Fantasy 14, which I should say Final Fantasy 14 Round 2, when they were like,
Yeah.
oh,
A Realm
we
Reborn.
really fucked this up. We're going to just take it back, and then we're going to redo it. Like, how many developers can say that they released a game and then took it back? And they were like, actually, let's try that again.
Yeah.
And that's like a percentage of close as to my second favorite. Almost my favorite, but I have to give my favorite to The Old Republic just because more is just like, I'm a huge Star Wars fanboy if you haven't
Sure.
gathered that by now. You could live out my fucking Jedi wet dream of being, because I'm vain, so I created myself. I created Ryan Mars, my alter ego, and role played. I had a a smuggler and a Jedi, and it's just so cool. Like, I love the full voice acting. I love it really immerses you in the story, and like one of the coolest things that's just like something they didn't even have to do, but they did anyway was like if you're in a party with other real players, and you go into a cutscene, like you're all in the cutscene. Like that's so cool. Like they didn't have to be. If you were the party leader, it could just be you, but it's not. It's fucking all of you guys, and you can I
don't think
loved it.
anybody else has done that.
And
Not in an MMO at least, where you're all involved in the cutscene and that's
just
kind
the
of
full. Isn't correct me if I'm wrong? Isn't like literally every NPC voice acted? I believe. I feel like it's full 100% voice acting.
I don't know.
And if it's not, it's as close to that as possible. It's also
Yeah.
one of the most expensive MMOs and video games ever created, and it's BioWare. I
Right.
think
Well, that's their thing.
right.
Full immersive story, full voice acting. Like that's a really, that's right up their alley.
And it's Star
Or
Wars.
was.
Like you can be a Jedi, you can be a bounty hunter, you could be a Sith, you could be a smuggler, you could be anything. You could be a clone trooper or a stormtrooper. Like you could be anything that you want to be, and live out your fantasies in the Star Wars universe. It's just awesome.
I think it's really funny that we both picked MMOs that were like part of our favorite series or kind of like in our wheelhouse or whatever. Star Wars is your favorite. Final Fantasy's right there. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 14 and a lot of 11, and that's what we picked. But the one I played the most, I played World of Warcraft, like hardcore, like rated, and helped lead a guild, like all sorts of stuff. I played that game for like 5 years. Like way too much
Fuck,
time. It was like a full-time job. I failed out of school once because of it. Like, I played that game to death.
I want to have that
And
conversation at some point.
yeah,
Let's talk about
that's a
that.
whole different conversation.
Yeah.
But that's still not my favorite MMO. So it's just
Well,
funny how it all comes back
14,
to how we.
14, I played absolutely way more than maybe almost any game ever. I put an uncomfortable amount of hours into 14, but I just it was what you said though. It's like you're like, okay, I maxed out my bard. Well, what else can I do? Any fucking thing else because you could be any of the fucking classes.
Yeah.
You want to be an arcanist? You want to open up a fucking book and shoot little like science magic out of it? You could fucking do that. You want to be black mage? You could be a black mage. You want to be white mage because you're racist? You be fucking white mage too. You could be whatever the fuck you want to be.
Yeah.
Like you could be whatever you want to be. I love that game.
Yeah.
But like I would say 14 is a better game than the Old Republic, but because it's the Old Republic and it's Star Wars, that's just why I like it more.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's I mean these are our favorites. Not
Yeah.
not necessarily the one. So there's a difference between favorite and the one that we would play.
Right.
To death. And obviously we both just said it. I played World of Warcraft to death. You played Final Fantasy 14 to death. But that doesn't mean they're our favorite. They're just what we played.
Right. Absolutely. Any final thoughts?
Not really. I'm excited to do our Star Wars month.
Our Old Republic.
Yeah, so we'll
our lift off to a galaxy far away.
Yeah, there will be a CP story or several that month or after that month about our adventure into Star Wars. So we're pretty excited for it.
That.
I'm sure.
Well, it might be coming to PS4. That could be a really cool way to play it. But first, before we do any of that, we got to talk about this Nintendo Switch thing. What the Switch? What the Switch? Oh, our executive producer has informed us that we cannot show any videos because Nintendo will be really butthurt and they'll tell us to take them down. So
if you've been following our show, we normally like to pop up a lot of videos.
We would love to put up videos of
that
the
won't
Nintendo
happen.
Switch.
Our executive producer, Jerome, is just going to be sitting on his hands today.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
I would love to put up the video of the 4 dudes holding Tamagotchis playing NBA 2K on the side of a court, but I can't do that because Nintendo, they get their they get their dick falls off every time someone shares a video.
In the meantime, enjoy this Tamagotchi commercial. If you're if you're older than 25 and younger than 33, you probably know what a Tamagotchi is. Otherwise, you probably have no idea what a Tamagotchi is.
I think those are actually really accurate ages for someone that would know. So Nintendo Switch, first and foremost, I'm not excited and I'm not unexcited. I feel like I'm falling somewhere in the middle. Where do you fall in between this?
There's so much good potential. This is like Nintendo's thing. There's so much good potential in something, and you're really just worried that they're just gonna flush it down the drain and be like, we don't care about boosting GPU, and we don't care about high quality games. We care about Zelda. We care about Mario. We'll sneak into Smash Brothers, and everybody else just fend for themselves. So
the last time I snuck into Smash Brothers, I'm pretty sure I was in jail for the weekend. It just seems to happen. No, but it's like, I saw it. I get it. Like I have a radio show that I do, and we talked a little bit about it on there as well. And the guy that had it with me was like, he was talking about before we saw anything, and it was still the NX. Mm-hmm. He was worried that I was going to be very gimmicky, and then he was like, but I'm glad that it's not. And I still feel like it kind of is gimmicky. I mean, as far as like, what is a gimmick, right? It's like something that's like, it's something it's going to sell the system, right?
Right. It's there just to sell the system.
And it's something different. It's something, maybe spectacular, maybe not. I think it looks cool. It just seems like a tablet that can plug into a box that can then, it's almost like a projector, just plug into a box and it puts it on your television.
I feel like the gimmick is those stupid controllers that like detach and attach, and it looks like they have motion, so it looks like that's what the value of their detachability is, but they clearly showed like it looked like an Xbox controller. Like they clearly showed a
Dude,
controller
like I just was
that you can
not
play.
into the controller.
Why would you use these little like things the size of, my pinky fingers to play a game? It just
Oh,
doesn't.
dude, yeah, the guy sitting in the plane with
Yeah.
it's like two like Fig Newtons playing
Yeah.
fucking Skyrim.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds fucking awful. Like, I don't want to fucking play. First of all, I really don't want to play Skyrim. I put like 200 hours into it in 2011. Like, I'm not.
Right.
And like, is that not weird that that was like one of their like games to show off the system?
I guess so. What it does is it does show that there's enough power in this system to run a game
6
of
years old.
that.
Sure.
But it's still graphically, pretty. And
Yeah.
that has been, I think, some of the, what people have been mad about is it has no graphical power.
Right.
Now, it could just be a scaled down version. It could be that it's a 6-year-old game and technology is just caught up.
Yeah.
No, absolutely nothing was released on the system except for this video, with these stupid controllers.
These two, our fucking executive producer over here is cracking up is it Tamagotchi commercial?
I think they're watching Tom. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
So, this is perfect. So
He's talking right now.
yeah, he's rambling. You shut your mouth. Are you talking to me?
It's like, and that's the thing is like, I just feel like I'm worried that the controller's gonna be flimsy if it could just come apart and be put back together. I don't know. I don't like the dog face control. But then it's like, then they finally show like the real controller, right? Like the Wii U Pro controller. And then I'm like, okay, that's what I want. I want the box that plugs into my TV where I can hold my regular fucking real life human gamer controller and play fucking Zelda and I guess games from 2011. Like I'm surprised we didn't see like Mass Effect 2. Like, hey guys, we got Mass Effect 2 now. How cool is that? Like, I don't know. We're like like I'm thinking like Final Fantasy 15, right? Like we've talked about it before. It's like one of the most anticipated games. I don't think that game can run on a Nintendo Switch.
No, it sounds like it can barely run on PlayStation 4.
So it's that's my worry. So like they're talking about all this third-party support, but it's like I remember when the Wii U was like, we got third-party support, we got Mass Effect 3 coming out and Call of Duty, and then it's like that shit stopped instantly.
Yeah.
Like after the first year,
it
said goodbye to third-party support. Yeah, it stopped completely. So it's like I think that those consoles will fly off the shelves right away. But like 18 months from then, I'm not entirely sure how well the console's going to be doing. I hope it does awesome. Like I fucking love Nintendo, but I just don't know.
So something our executive producer Ron and I talked about was.
You're good with the names.
I'm getting better. So is it just going to be an extension? Are they just merging the 3DS and the Wii U together? And they're not really making it a new system with, new technology? Are they actually, building a new system that does, has more processing power and does new things? Or are they just merging some ideas and, that's it? And that's kind of going to be the telltale. Do they actually care, or are they just, building another Wii or Wii U that they're going to convince people is worth buying, is worth spending $400 on? And then it's not actually.
I don't think it'll be that much. I think the highest we will see of that is $299. I wouldn't be surprised if it's $249. It's a fucking tablet. At the end of the day, I mean that's what it is. A fucking tablet. You think? Wait, our EP
$399. $399. Yeah.
I hope not. Okay.
So
a better chip than the NVIDIA Shield.
Yeah. So if you know anything about the NVIDIA Shield, I read a cool article. Well, I guess it wasn't that cool. I read a very truthful article about
you backed down on that instantly.
Yeah, it wasn't that cool. It was a good article about how it's sort of the spiritual successor to the NVIDIA Shield, which made a lot of mistakes and learned, Nintendo's learning from a lot of those mistakes, and it's improving on what they were trying to do. It's going to have some sort of modern technology.
Yeah.
It has to. And they've already kind of, they've alluded to that just with the NVIDIA Shield improvement from that chip and whatnot. But will it be strong enough to actually compete in this generation?
Well, and
so
I think
there's kind of a difference there. But I still think it's going to be, I mean, you have detachable controllers. Those have to be sturdy. That come into another, there's another piece to them, so they can be one controller. They detach from that and attach to, the main screen system, the portable system.
Nightmare.
So Nintendo does a good job making high quality devices, I think. Like, have you ever, did you have a Wii or Wii U? Like, have you ever broken a controller?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they don't break that. Like,
actually, I broke it. I shouldn't say I broke it. I broke a
break.
nunchuck one time, but that was also because I was swinging it.
Right. So you're doing something stupid.
Kind of.
Like,
well, I mean, you don't know how I was swinging it, so my dad had a really good reason to do that.
I have a pretty good idea why you were swinging it. So, they tend to make high quality things, and I think you're gonna have to pay for that, and that's fine if it's gonna, because you got to move the controllers around a lot.
So I imagine
a lot of different hands on them.
I wonder if those little fuckers that detach. I bet you those will probably need batteries, huh? Probably each need a battery or something like that, like a AA in each one, something like that. I don't know how else that would, unless it can, like, if you charge the controller with the things on there, the whole thing charges.
I would hope that at this point they're going to, lithium ion or whatever is in like a PS4 or an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
They really should be getting away from batteries at this point. It's kind of it's 2016. If you're not going to put it in, if you're not going to boost your GPU or something like that when it's on its base, at least put in a rechargeable battery so people don't have to buy batteries constantly.
Now you mentioned merging the Wii and the 3DS. So what do you think that this could mean for the 3DS? Do you think does this spell the demise of it? Do you think that they can kind of coexist?
Yeah.
I mean, especially considering that the games are cartridges. Can 3DS games work on the Nintendo Switch? Is it only Nintendo Switch games? Like, how do you think that that's going to sort of play out?
The cartridge.
Did he stop for you too? And we're back. Sorry about that. We were in the middle of talking about fucking Nintendo Switch stuff. So I don't really remember where we left off until Mike so graciously jumped ship and freaked the fuck out and his internet blew up and then like his house was like on fire or something. But he's back. He's fine. He got to figure it out. Mike, I think you were in the middle of talking about how the fuck the Nintendo Switch will affect 3DS.
Yes. So it looks like the cartridges are roughly the same size, just by the 3.5 second clip we got of the guy pushing the cartridge into the handheld.
He just shoved it right in there too. What a barbarian! He was just
some people like to just shove it in. Some people like it fast. Some people like it slow.
I like it dry.
Yeah,
just quick and dry, like Dimitri Martin's stand-up routines.
So I don't want to go so far as to say, and this is what I was saying when I was rudely cut off by my internet company.
By your internet connection?
They will have some strong words for me, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't want to say that the 3DS is dead, and I don't want to say that the Nintendo Switch is going to play 3DS games, but it looks like it could. It looks like it has the possibility. Just, and I'm basing this all off cartridge size. Size matters, and the cartridges must fit in the hole.
Beat me to it! God damn it! Fuck this.
Or it just won't. It just won't work.
Yeah.
That's very important. The cohesion. So, I don't know. I don't want to make any, bold statements. Sometimes I like to. I don't want to with this. What do you think? Are you going to make a bold statement? Are you going to say the 3DS is dead?
First of all, I always make bold statements. I don't think it's dead. I don't. I mean,
Well,
I
let's
feel
look
like-
at two scenarios. One scenario is that the new Switch plays 3DS games. Obviously, the 3DS.
Which I feel like is almost. I can almost 100% say that that'll probably be the thing. I feel like you'll absolutely be able to play 3DS games on the Switch.
Then the 3DS is dead. Why would you buy a 3DS? What are 3D? Well, how much do 3DSs go for now? $200? $150?
That is a great question that I think we should let Nintendo answer. But I don't fucking. The last time we tried to bring them into this, they were like, put your video down. It shows shit that everybody could see for free all over the fucking world. Except your channel. CPMG.
That's funny.
It's like, represent, slut. Let us play your fucking trailer.
So a 3DS, whatever, XXL,
Nintendo.
2G 1147 is like $170 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, so it is double the cost, but you're getting 3 times the value.
Yeah, you are essentially getting a 3DS, although it's like really fucking stupid big. It seemed at least kind of stupid big. Like, where do you put that? Like, if you have a satchel or like a purse, I get that. But like, where the fuck? If you're a dude if you have those Jinko jeans with those pockets that you could fit a sawed-off shotgun into, then sure, you can fit your dumb controller in your butt cheek. But like for everybody else, like I wear straight leg jeans and not the baggier versions, the more towards skinny versions. So like, where the fuck am I supposed to put my TV tablet into my pocket?
So if you're
my
almost a
keys?
hipster, why don't you just carry a satchel?
Like Indiana Jones?
Like Indiana Jones.
The manliest of men. I feel like I should have a satchel.
Maybe what they'll do is you can go to a tailor and say, I need a pouch inside my jacket that
I need a
fits
Switch
these
pouch.
dimensions,
Like,
so you can
excuse
just
me? I'm like, I need a fucking Switch pouch, bro.
so you can just like reach in. Here, let me get my Switch out.
I have just Coke all
play it.
over my face and my nose, and I'm just like, I need a fucking Switch pouch, bro. And he's like, okay, sir, I didn't ask you to leave. I'm like, just sew a Switch pouch into my straight leg jeans. In this fantasy, I'm on Coke. I don't know why I'm on drugs in my fantasy, but it can be a reality. Coke's not that expensive. It's like 70. It's like $70. It's fine.
Just cut out your morning coffee and just fit it right in.
Don't drink coffee for a month. You got your Coke money. Anyways, so yeah, what were we talking about? The 3DS? Yeah, I don't know if it'll. I mean, I don't know if it'll be dead. I just don't see how they could coexist though.
So what? Okay, so let's say the Nintendo Switch doesn't play 3DS games. How much? I feel like the 3DS is already like, handheld gaming is sort of dying off to mobile gaming a little bit, and
a lot of it.
Maybe not a little bit, maybe a lot.
Yeah.
And so now that you have this system that does more, has more power, plays cooler games,
Like Skyrim
do people, like Skyrim, of course, not Zelda, like Skyrim.
and Mass
Do
Effect
people
2.
care about, the 3DS as much if their child is over the age of 5?
Well, and that's so like if the 3DS games work on a Switch, then I feel like for the most part, then this 3DS. But then at that point, it wouldn't be 3DS anymore, right? Like there would just be Switch games, and you could use it mobily with your fucking dog face controller that turns into a TV, or you could fucking use it with your regular controller. But then when I think about it, I'm like, I love Pokemon X and Pokemon Y and Sun and Moon look cool, but like, that seems like that's really not like great graphics. And I'm not really a graphics guy, but like if that was like you played that on your television, I don't know. I just like it's a really weird. They're in like this weird boat right now because Zelda looked great on television and on your like little mobile thing, but the minute you put like a actual mobile game on or handheld game on your Switch, then it's like kind of weird to play it on the television. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But then it's like, the Switch. Then Switch. I really just want them to make a goddamn Pokemon game in like the same vein of The Witcher. I just want like a next gen, third person open world Pokemon game that looks incredible.
Yeah.
Um,
I think they definitely incorporate Pokemon Go into this, in some way, or a game like that where,
yeah.
well, I guess it would have to include, wireless and stuff like that. Maybe that's getting too deep into the weeds.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about the 3DS, but they're either going to coexist or the 3DS is going to be dead because the Switch isn't going to die, at least not right away.
Well, yeah, that's the only two options, Ryan.
Do you think
They either coexist or they die.
That's very true.
There's no third option.
I just like to say all the options, that way I can never be wrong. Or right, I guess. What do you think the Switch will look like 18 months after release? Do you think it's going to continue? Because I think we can both agree that I'm sure it's going to fly off the shelves right off the bat.
So I do need to... This is a 3-year-old chart. Can you get me an updated chart, Mr. Producer? So I wanted to go back to the 3DS real quick because our producer Ellen sent me a chart for weekly hardware chart, or weekly hardware sales, I guess. And the 3DS globally had over 1 million, and the PS4 had 700,000. But that was December 2013. As of right now, is this sales? Like, this is total sales, though, not current. This isn't like monthly sales. Your other one was weekly, like weekly sales. I need a like a monthly sales, or at least a quarterly or something. I need sales, not total sales, because with total sales, PlayStation 2, it just says over 155 million. There's so many have been sold, they stopped counting.
For the PS2.
For the PS2, and then the Nintendo DS is 154 million total sales. 3DS is 61.5 million.
That makes up that 150 or 40 million, or is a part of?
No, so they're separate. The Nintendo DS and the 3DS, those
they
are
have separate stats for.
Hold on, let's see.
I mean, they really fucking struck gold with that shit.
This is for games, not for systems. Seriously, are you gonna send me a chart that I can use, or are we just gonna make people wait for? All right.
Well, while we're waiting for that. So I said my Pokemon dream game, which isn't even creative because that's everybody's Pokemon fucking dream game. What would you like to see on the Switch? That's maybe like not your average Smash or Mario Kart,
not Zelda, not Mario.
Yeah, like something that might be do you think that would fit well on the Switch? Because that's why I feel like Pokemon would fit well, because it has shown success on the 3DS. So I feel like it could be easily played on the big screen, the best graphics that we can get. And then it could go mobile with the. Is that called something? Is there a name for the two, like the base and then the mobile version? I don't really know what they're called yet. The tablet, Nintendo Switch tablet.
This is your moment to coin a phrase for it and then sell it to Nintendo. Because we recorded this, we own this content. You can't just use our content, Nintendo.
I don't know. We could call it like the Sarge. Sarge. He's got a lot of... Anyway, what do you want to see on it while we're looking up these stats?
I don't know. I have no idea. Like, outside of... a Nintendo system...
It's been a Metroid game in a while.
Outside of Zelda, Metroid's a good one. I actually didn't like the Metroids on the GameCube, and I haven't really played one since then.
Prime or whatever. Right? Metroid Prime. I never played this
second. Yeah.
I like the first one.
I just wasn't. I couldn't get into it. I don't know if I was just, too ingrained with the old school 2D. I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared for the 3D Metroid.
See, I feel like I would love a modern Metroid in the same vein of like Shadow Complex, where it's like modern and it's still got great graphics, but it's still like that kind of still the side scroller, but it's just like really beautiful, kind of 3D environments, but still. I don't know if you guys or if either one of you played Shadow Complex, but I fucking love that game.
No, but I understand the style you're talking about, and I think that would be cool. That would be cool for me.
It's on PS4 now. by the way.
Oh.
The remaster.
Everything's on PS4. If you don't have a PS4, go buy one. No excuses anymore.
Except Halo, Gears of War, and Sunset Overdrive. Everything else is on PlayStation. Oh, and Recore. And instead of Recore. But we're not missing anything there. We got Tomb Raider. They had it for a while.
I don't know. There's nothing. I'm not like, man, if they made this, I'd buy it. Like, outside of, like
that
Zelda.
Pokemon. If that Pokemon game existed, I would buy that goddamn
Pokemon.
thing.
Like,
I almost bought a Wii U for Xenosaga X. So like that's out there. I don't ever really played much of the Xenosaga series, but Pokemon, that would.
Yeah, I'd have a Monster Hunter.
I'd have a forever boner. I'd have to go to jail because there's nowhere else to go when you have a forever boner.
Wow.
And you just have to
be
locked
locked up. They say to see a doctor if it lasts over 4 hours, so I'd start there.
Okay, I'll start there, and then end up in jail. Yeah.
Only if it's a female doctor. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have anything good. If it's not Nintendo, like most third-party stuff on the Nintendo systems have been okay. Like,
you know what?
I would almost buy the system because this game was coming out, but nothing. There's just nothing that's gonna push me over the edge. I think to buy a Switch.
I read a fan rumor that I want to run by you and I want to see because I think that I like to entertain rumors that I think might have somewhat of some merit. So in the Mario trailer, inside of the Switch ad, you could tell if you stop the frame on one of the parts where he's like, it looks like he's running, not the part where he jumps. That's like kind of the big moment. There's like another part where it's like just a couple seconds. There's like 3 or 4 rings, kind of look like Sonic rings. Now we know Sonic has very much moved from the Sega somewhat over to Nintendo. He's at the Sonic and Mario Olympics. He's in Smash, and Sonic has been in some. I heard from a friend that Sonic was in some of the marketing for Nintendo. Do you think it's possible that the new Mario game could have Sonic in it?
That Sonic was in the Mario game?
Like, there's the new Mario game comes out, and Sonic is a part of the game, whether it's a playable character or if it's a Mario Sonic game. Not like versus in an Olympic environment, like a literal Mario Sonic video game, like adventure game. You know, you could be Mario and Luigi, maybe you could be Mario and Sonic. Maybe those are the 2 people you could play. You know, I would have told you, I would have said that you were crazy before, but now today we just got information that Final Fantasy 15 will have fucking co-op. And when I hear shit like that, the idea of Sonic and Mario being in a game together doesn't sound so crazy after all.
I think it's possible, but it's just a gimmick. Like, to me.
Like everything else the Switch does.
Yeah. Like when you only show half your face in the camera, that's a gimmick.
Come back to me, camera. Come back to me, camera. Come back to me. It's not doing the move thing.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not convinced. I guess maybe I'd have to see the screenshot. So.
Really? God damn it. Just look at the...
You moved the whole camera.
The thing is like following me as I'm moving it.
Okay, so I want to go back to the 3DS sales thing real quick. The new 3DS LL is, as of July 20th, 2016, selling 23,000 units a week. And the PlayStation 4 is selling 20,000. The PlayStation Vita is selling 10,000. And the new 3DS is still selling about 4,000. So
games are good.
It's pretty minuscule. So it's.
I think the moral of the story is games are good.
It's definitely.
Games is good.
It's definitely the highest.
Excuse me.
Are you done?
Sorry.
It's definitely the highest selling handheld. I mean, obviously it destroys the Vita.
Yeah.
But I think it could easily shift into the Switch. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, dude, I can't really put my finger on the Switch yet. Like I want it to be super, super successful, but I'm not entirely sure it will be.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's, because obviously the Wii U was a bomb and the Wii was a wild success, but the Wii wasn't that good. The Wii was a success because everybody, it was gimmicky. It's like you said, like everybody wanted to try it, and then They never, I forget. Maybe our EP over there making puppy dog eyes. Fucking the attachment rate of Wii's that like I forget the stat, the people that bought the Wii that never bought another game because obviously it came with Wii Sports. I remember seeing something where like the majority of people that bought a Wii never bought a game other than Wii Sports, or maybe like one other game when they bought the console.
Well, it was the novelty of motion,
right? And
that's
oddly enough, out of the Wii Sports, most people just did Wii fucking bowling because that shit was super fun. And then the Wii U came out, and it was like, I remember third party, like, before the console came out, and then that went away. And now they're doing it again, third party. It's just the problem is when you have third party support, but if it can't support the games, then they're not going to make the fucking games.
Yeah.
It's like that catch-22. Yeah, no, we definitely want third party support, but guess what? Like the Division and Ghost Recon and the new Mass Effect and this and Final Fantasy, like, oh, those games actually don't work on the console, so you won't see those, but yeah, you'll definitely get Skyrim, which is an awesome game. Obviously, it's a classic. It's legendary. But like, does anybody really? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know there's definitely a huge group of people that were like fucking shitting and pissing themselves when they saw that trailer. But I, for one, wasn't, dude. I'm like, I'm moving on. Like, we just got Battlefield 1, which is fucking incredible. Like, I just found out Titanfall 2 is not have a season pass, which we'll touch on that at some point. And like that makes me want to go get it. That makes me want to go get it right now. Like we got Final Fantasy 15 around the corner, which is going to eat our souls for who knows how long. Like, you know what I mean? And there's fucking co-op for
weeks,
dude. So it's like I don't know. Like, I am at the end of the day more than anything. Like I love games, and games to me will sell a console. If all the same games that were out on the PS4 came out for the Xbox instead, I would have an Xbox. Because I love Uncharted, I love Blood Rain, or not Blood Rain, well, I do like Blood Rain. Bloodborne, I like, God of War, I like, all of the Heavy Rain, and, all the goodies, and all the indies, like, PS4 crushes it. So I just don't know, I haven't really, all we have is Zelda right now, and a little bit of Mario. That's like all, but I mean, I guess that's usually Nintendo's, song and dance.
That's always what they go for. And I think a lot of people will buy it, even at $400, just for that Zelda. That Zelda was amazing looking, so better than any other Zelda, in the modern era, in my opinion, so.
Yeah. Any final thoughts on the Switch?
It's too early to make any hard predictions, but if we're going to go bold, I'll give mine, you give yours if you think it's how well it's going to do. I think it's going to be similar to the Wii U, where it'll come out, it'll have a lot of hype, a lot of people will buy it for Zelda, but it's not going to rock the sales like the Wii did. It doesn't have enough novelty to, make all the casual gamers run to it, and so we're going to kind of end up with another so-so system that maybe you pick up when it, drops to half price just so you can play the Zelda or Mario or the new Smash Brothers or whatever.
I agree with
whatever big Nintendo game.
I agree with you 100%. I mean, even the Mario Kart video that they showed in the trailer was for Mario Kart 8, which is another game that's already out. Yeah. So right now, the feature in the trailer is Zelda, which we know a lot about. We've seen a lot of gameplay. It looks incredible. A little bit of a Mario game that we don't know anything about. A game from 2011, Skyrim, focusing on third-party support. Last year's NBA 2K. I mean, it's this year's, but I mean, it's gonna, by the time that comes out, it's gonna be like 6 or 7 months old. Yeah. And then Mario Kart, which was great, but also a last-gen game. So now we have 3 old-gen ports and 2 new games. Yeah. One of which is technically also a Wii U game. So it's like I definitely need more. Like, so it doesn't matter how awesome the system looked. Like, if that's all you showed me games-wise, like, I'm scared for you because after that initial, like, that Zelda is going to be amazing. But once that's over, then what? Okay, I bought the Switch, I bought Zelda, I beat it. Now what? Now what the hell do I do? I guess I'll go back to my virtual console and re-download all the shit that I bought already. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and pay the 50 cents to get the Nintendo Switch upgrade. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know. I hope it does well. I'm kind of with you. I think it's going to be great right off the bat. I don't know how, but I just don't know how it's going to look, a year or two down the line. So we'll have to see. Any final thoughts on that?
Not on the Switch, Tom.
Okay. Well, we're running out of time.
Until January, I think, is when. They have some announcement planned or some demo planned, I think, in January.
Yeah, January, and I'm sure we'll. I'm very surprised that we don't know the price yet. I thought that was a big mistake. They should have dropped they should have named their price and then also put pre-orders open. Like, you need to get those open, man. Like, that's how you track. Like, that's how you track to see how well this thing's gonna sell. Like, if you don't wait until January, so what? That's 3 months to tell the world how much your console's gonna cost.
Right.
Which that they're not gonna let pre-orders happen until they do that. So now we're probably not gonna get pre-orders until January, and like, you're really gonna miss out on the holiday season of people pre-ordering, unless they're trying not to take away from the 3DS and like Pokemon or I don't really know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about the Nintendo Switch.
We'll see. A lot of time left before.
That seems to be all the time we have. But we will be touching on, hopefully next week, we'll be touching on Bethesda. No more review copies, or early review copies, I should say. No season pass for Titanfall, similar to Overwatch, although Overwatch did start introducing pretty heavy microtransactions. So we'll see about that.
Let's see if they go for microtransactions instead. Sort of the old switcheroo.
The old switcheroo. That's what I call them, dicks. Next week, favorite topic: favorite survival horror video game in honor of Halloween. Do you want to hit them? Do you want to hit them with the links?
Patreon.com/CPMG. That is where you can support us.
Solid left and right.
There. If you just want to go and leave a comment and say hi, that's okay. We appreciate you visiting. We appreciate you watching. Also, check out our website, checkpointmg.com. You can get our cool shirts that Ryan is showing off right now.
T-shirt, hoodie.
Gorgeous.
Not a t-shirt, not a hoodie.
Can't beat it. Nobody else is doing t-shirt hoodies but us. Go get one.
They're so soft. I'm pretty sure it's Egyptian cotton, so you got that going for you.
Absolutely is. You can't beat the price either.
See, that's our go to our website. It's got all links, all of our fucking cool shit. If you like what you heard, again, like you said, go to Patreon. Check out our CP stories. Those are pretty funny. You could hear we each got a Battlefield Knife story. You from 1, me from 4.
I know.
But the 1 came later. Don't understand that.
Hey, don't try to do the math. Just hurt yourself.
Don't try to do the math. Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And Mike, thank you for being here.
Thanks for being you, Ryan.
I do what I can. This has been a Checkpoint. I'm Ryan, the Rugged Nerd Marshall. With me,
Mike, what do I advantage? Later.
What do you say?
Yeah, it was like.
Okay. All right. Bye. Okay.